आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Ladies and gentlemen, Lashkar-e-Taiba now has a new address. After Operation Sindoor struck and destroyed the terror dens in Pakistan, terror outfits are shifting their camps. All of this is happening under Pakistan's watch. Yet at the international stage, Pakistan continues to pretend like it doesn't know anything. In fact, over the last few months, they've actually shifted away from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, only because they fear that if this time India retaliates, they're hoping that if they are close to the Afghan border, they would be safe. Here is the full story.
We struck their terror dens in Operation Sindoor. Lashkar-e-Taiba headquarters in Muridke was turned to dust by the Indian Air Force. And now, under the patronage of Pakistan's government and army, terror outfits are back to rebuilding their infrastructure piece by piece. After the Operation Sindoor setback, the LET is constructing their new terror camp, Markaz Jihad-e-Aqsa. Republic has accessed the videos of LET camp's reconstruction. Fearing another deep strike, LET after Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen has moved their terror base to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa near Afghan border from PoK. Defense experts believe that the terrorist bases are being relocated to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to avoid future Indian strikes. Little do they know that Indian forces possess the capability to hit them as precisely and deeper as it can get.
The question that you must ask us, okay, and indeed that we must ask ourselves, you inclusive, is have we achieved our objectives? Have we achieved our objective of decimating that terrorist camp? And the answer is a thumping yes. And the results are for the whole world to see. All our pilots are back home.
Pakistan's state terror nexus is as clear as it can get. Yet Pakistan continues to feign ignorance.
Prime Minister Sherry, when are you going to stop cross-border terrorism? When are you going to stop cross-border terrorism, Pakistan Prime Minister?
Cross-border terrorism, we are defeating this.
It's only a matter of time. If Pakistan does not uproot these terror dens, India will.
Well, before I go to my guests, I'm going to show you 2 of these exclusive videos, which I want the Pakistanis to actually see this very closely, because I believe they should have done this pretty discreetly, because it turns out everything is now out in the open. And these are not, grainy images that we're going to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is now being built by the Lashkar-e-Taiba, and this happens to be in a place called Lower Dir. This is in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In fact, Lashkar-e-Taiba, after losing its headquarters, the training facility that it had in Muridke, has now essentially decided that let's now go to a place which is 47 kilometers from the Afghan border. Now, what could be the reason? The reason is this, ladies and gentlemen, because they are afraid that if this time India strikes again, then it shouldn't be in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. It should be far away so that India cannot hit them. But let me just tell the Pakistanis who are watching us that we do have the capabilities to strike you even there. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me begin the debate. Brigadier Waqar Hassan Khan is joining us from Lahore. Dr. Hussain Thebo is also joining us from Lahore. Now, Brigadier Waqar, if I can ask you, why is it that you're doing everything so openly now? Thoda to discreetly kar lete.
I think if you allow me a few minutes, then I can put my... I think India should, stop this selling children of this terrorism. Nobody actually takes it very seriously.
Okay.
I think you are in a bubble, in an echo chamber, and I think you feel very nice of,
I'll show it to you. Brigadier Waqar, don't worry, listen, because it's a little far away from Lahore.
You can show me anyway. The issue is that you don't...
See it for yourself.
That is
Now there
why-
are
that
10
is the
videos, not
problem.
one. Brigadier Wakar,
I can
Brigadier
present
Wakar,
101
Lieutenant
videos.
General Shankar Prasad is also joining us. Lieutenant General Shankar
Point is
Prasad, he
that
says,
if
Churan
you
hai
ask
ye.
a question, have patience to listen to the answer. I just started and then you start interfering. That has been a novel modus operandi of Republic TV. But unfortunately,
the question here is
give
that
the
you-
guests a chance.
the question
Give them
here
a
is about
chance.
not the
Today,
monologue here.
Today, you are highly isolated. President, Prime Minister Modi
Why don't you
couldn't go
first
and
answer?
even
Okay,
address-
you
even
don't want me to
address
interrupt, but can I just ask you,
UNGA.
can you give me a direct answer here? What are you
I'm
seeing
saying
right
that
now on your
you can
screens?
post any number of videos.
Can you see what we are putting
burning.
out? I am not putting out any, I am not putting out any propaganda as per what you are alleging. I'm just putting out the reality.
Look your house. See it inside what is happening to India.
Don't worry about
All
us.
your four corners
Don't
are
worry
burning
about
for
us.
God's
Worry
sake.
about yourself.
And nobody in South Asia, West Asia, international community, UN General Assembly, nobody wants to listen to Lashkar-e-Noida. This has been, I would say, a nonsense for last 20 years. And people are fed up with this narrative, Actually,
No,
India has been
people are
accused of
basically fed up. Brigadier Wakar, people are basically fed up. People are now actually fed up that how long will you continue? How long will you continue with the same modus operandi? General Shankar Prasad, General Shankar Prasad, what we are, Brigadier Wakar, I'm not interested in your lecture right now. Either you answer my direct questions. I'm here asking you a direct question about what's happening in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and what is it that is being built in. 1 minute, hold on. I believe, Brigadier Wakar, unfortunately, if you're not aware of it, I only speak when I have the facts in place. And tonight, like always, I have come to all our viewers with ample evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are doing. Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad on air, please. Please, come on.
Thanks very much.
General Shankar Prasad, if I can bring you in. I just want to share some details. And I'll go full frame with these visuals and quickly have a word with you. These videos that have been recorded as of 22nd of September, confirming that the Lashkar-e-Taiba is now constructing a new terror training residential center, Markaz Jihad-e-Aqsa, in the Khumban Maidan area of Lower Dir district, and that is 47 kilometers away from the Afghan border. And importantly, just about a few days ago, in the month of June, the TTP was being cleared up by the Pakistani army so that the Lashkar-e-Taiba can be given space, because otherwise Lashkar-e-Taiba would have been finished by the TTP there. General Shankar Prasad, the Pakistanis should be aware of the fact that we do have the capabilities of even striking them in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Correct. Let's get a few points straight. First of all, the government of Pakistan, so-called government of Pakistan, is never going to give up terrorism against India. We are quite clear about that. Not only what you're showing today, nearly about a week or 10 days ago, there was press report to say that they moved their camp from the international border and from the line of control areas which we struck last time to deeper inside, closer to Afghanistan, with the hope that India will not be able to get there as we were pinpointed on these targets along the line of control and the Pakistan area in Muzaffarabad and in Sialkot and in Murid Khe and in Bahawalpur. The point is this: we had satellite communications available with the ISRO satellites, which gave us pinpoint exact information which is known to the world today. We could have destroyed the neighboring army formations as well, but we did not do that in Bahawalpur or Murid Khe. We only pinpointed these targets. Therefore, please understand, we have the capability to pinpoint and destroy targets of our choosing, which we did. Now, you have taken these camps away closer to Afghanistan, hoping and thinking. And not only that, I will add one more thing to what the anchors just said. They are not only these permanent constructions that you're seeing there. There are reports to say you have analyzed, Pakistan government has analyzed as to the capabilities of our satellites, and therefore they've gone into jungles, they've gone into trees, they've gone into areas which satellites cannot cover. So they think. But let me assure them, not that I want to disclose any national secrets, we have capability, and as the anchor very rightly said, we have capabilities to go as close not only to Afghanistan border, but anywhere to be able to get accurate information, not general information. What you're seeing on the television and the video now is building being constructed. Very good. We got that on our radars, we got it on our satellite. But we are also aware, and I'm more than certain we are, as to where exactly these camps are. The training areas may not be inside these. These may be administrative headquarters for all I know. But where the terrorists are going to sit down and train in firing, in camouflage, in other logistic aspects is deep inside. What you think is very well. We have capabilities of getting accurate information from Pakistan by many means. And I don't really know what means we've got, nor do I wish to talk about it on television.
Right.
But the point is very simple. Sir, we have the capability, and please understand, the world knows it. We have demonstrated in Sindoor every single point of target, including that across the line
Brigadier
of control.
Waqar seems to find this,
also attacked and neutralized.
What has happened, Waqar, is that you think it's very amusing, but the reality is this. I don't know for how long will you continue this. And in fact, I'm going to put out, Waqar, you may continue with the, you may continue with the script that has been provided by the DGISPR. Hear me out. Come on, hear me out. Because I believe there is a script that you have. There is a narrative that you need to follow. But what I'm going to do is, Hussain, I want to bring you in. In a short while from now, I'm going to put out some more pictures. Now, these are pictures of the Pakistani police. Now, I hope that also you will not say that, okay, this is all fictitious. Now, this Pakistani police officer, his name is Liaquat Shah of the Gadi Habibullah police station. I'm going to put out the picture right now. He was spotted with Ilyas Kashmiri on 14th of September. And Ilyas Kashmiri at that point in time was admitted to the fact that, they were blown to smithereens. Now, in fact, I'm going to just show you the picture here. This picture, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm holding right now, and I'm just going to closely show it to you. This picture that I'm holding right now is the picture of that Pakistani police officer who was basically seen with Ilyas Kashmiri on 14th of September. This is what you see. He was spotted along with uniformed Pakistani police officers who were present there. Hussain, will you admit the fact that, now make it very clear that it's okay? As we say, good terrorism, bad terrorism, you've spent half of your time, distinguishing between good terrorism and bad terrorism, Hussain.
Well, you are very right. And these terrorists are getting the training also in the sea, which you have built in Lahore as well. I am very much surprised to see the reports of Indian media. Are you people made? You are not studying. You have no any R&D research and development.
Unlike what happens with the DGISPR, Major Dhruv Katoch, we were quite amused here in Nepal. See, what happens is, Hussain, I understand your limitations, because what happened is the DGISPR, such is your condition that you're unable to get. Hold on, hear me out. During that Operation Sindoor, Major Dhruv Katoch, the reason why the Pakistanis seem to be, so baffled.
I'm really very much surprised what kind of construction you are showing. Okay. Somewhere from the Pakistan or somewhere from India.
Can I give you the geo coordinates? Hussain. Okay.
I'm today.
Okay. Hussain. Hussain, if you do not believe, Hussain, I can give you the coordinates also. Okay. Major Dhruv Katoch. Now, what is happening is that I also have the coordinates of the Hizbul Mujahideen's new camp that is being built, and that is being built, ladies and gentlemen, also in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Hussain, don't worry, I'm going to send you the coordinates also. Can I just read this out? 34.9864884 happens to be one of the coordinates. Don't worry, I'm going to give you the entire coordinates.
Listen. First, listen. Why are you not discussing your complete diplomatic failure among the globe? Today, our Prime Minister...
Should I show you the picture of the Prime Minister? Should I show you? Okay, so much is the diplomatic isolation is when Shehbaz Sharif was running behind Vladimir Putin hoping for some sort of a, recognition. I think we will pull up those pictures also from the SCO summit, Major Dhruv Katoch, I don't know which world do the Pakistanis really live in?
I want to make very clear.
Major Dhruv Katoch, I think the reason why. Don't worry, Hussain. I'm going to show you what isolation essentially means. Isolation will happen in a short while from now. I'll show you pictures. I always come with facts, unlike you. In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you some isolation pictures. Isolation pictures of your Prime Minister, Shehbaz Sharif.
Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
You'll see it for yourself. You'll see it for yourself. Major Dhruv Katoj, if I can bring you in. Major Dhruv Katoj, I want to put the focus here. Major Dhruv Katoj, tonight on Republic TV, we have put out... Can
you hear me?
Yeah, Major Dhruv Katoj, the question that I'm going to put across to you is this. Tonight on Republic TV, we have put out not one, but multiple set of videos from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, from lower their area, where the Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, as well as Hizbul Mujahideen, they have been rebuilding their structures there. They're hoping that, India will not be able to strike them there. But the reality is this, for the Pakistanis here, Brigadier Wakar seems to be extremely amused that kahan se pata chal gaya inko. Dr. Hussain says these are any construction pictures. But as I said, Dr. Hussain, don't worry, I'm going to give you the coordinates also, I'm going to give you the videos. Why don't you go and check it for yourself and prove us wrong? Prove us wrong.
You are living in the heaven of fool.
Every time evidence kahan hai, karte rahenge, uske baad Bahawalpur mein jo hua tha, wapas ho jayega. Major Dhruv Katoj.
Shaman, thank you. I just want to say something. It doesn't really matter where they build their camps. They could build it in any part of Pakistan. Every single square inch of Pakistan can be targeted. The warfare has changed, and I hope the Pakistani officers realize that. So it doesn't really matter. If push comes to shove, we will take it down wherever it is. That is one. Number two, I think they made a point as far as diplomacy is concerned in India's isolation. Now, I think it is a matter of shame that a Prime Minister of a country is called by the President of another country and told to bring his army chief and kept waiting in the outer office for 1 hour.
Why Modi didn't go to jail?
They're basically summoned. They're summoned. The way we summon everybody, come here, give us a cup of tea or something. So they've been summoned. It is not a question of a request or something. They came there, they listened to the orders which President Trump gave them. They said, yes, sir, we will obey, and they have gone back. That is your level of diplomacy. If you like it, congratulations, you will get more of it. So as far as the terrorist camps is concerned, please build them wherever you wish to. It doesn't really matter. We'll take them down, and this time we won't stop at day 4. Please understand that we won't stop at day 4.
Okay, Brigadier Wakar.
Then you will see the state of your country. So there's no point of going for empty threats and all that. We know relative capabilities.
I don't understand why is it that.
So it really doesn't matter. We will take you wherever you are. But if you want to be safe, there is a mantra, a very safe mantra. Stop terrorism. You stop terrorism, we won't attack. That's it. It's up to you now. The ball is in your court.
Brigadier Wakar, what is so very amusing? You keep talking about isolation. Keep talking about isolation. Have you seen what happened to your Prime Minister? Because even the world has understood. It's not your Pakistani Prime Minister who has any power. Your so-called Field Marshal, who basically is selling out almost all assets that the Pakistanis have. You should be a little bit more concerned that how long will your generals actually sell your own country and then run away and stay in London? When Operation Sindoor was happening, who was inside the bunker? It was your so-called Field Marshal.
Give me a minute to respond and have a patience and a heart too. India is a big country, so have a bigger heart. Pakistan today is in a pact with Saudi Arabia. We are the central, I am in Turkey, and we are the central figure in West Asia. In South Asia, we have blunted India, and I always say we are ready for an 8 hours war, an 8 days war, 80 years war, and 800 years of war. Please bring your surmas. And we have now established Pakistan as a peer competitor, one which can break the jaws of Indian military. And Indian military is so shameless, they couldn't recover, 4,500 square kilometers lost in Ladakh. That's where I think Soram Wangchuk and everybody is crying. And you are telling us that India is a mighty power. Nobody actually gives a damn about Indian military.
Nobody really gives a damn, Brigadier Wakar. Brigadier Wakar, before you speak about our military here, Brigadier Wakar, because it is you, Brigadier Wakar, who was completely demolished during Operation Sindoor because you did not realize that what really happened in Noor Khan Air Base and the fact that all your facilities were completely demolished. I'm going to put out, see, Brigadier Wakar, I am not in the business. I'm not in the business of possibly I'm not in the business of just making tall claims. I come here with full facts. General Shankar Prasad, I don't understand where do the Pakistanis really have get their bravado from? Because, what really happens for the Pakistanis here is that they constantly would talk about this, even after losing the war, after losing almost every war that they have fought, they still feel that they have some scope left. General Shankar Prasad, you just heard Brigadier Wakar, who went on hallucinating.
The facts are very clear and known to every Pakistani, not the present ones on the TV, but every single Pakistani knows it. They got 93,000 prisoners surrendered to us in 71 war, which they have not been able to stomach till today.
And you took advantage.
And therefore, Ziaul have started this policy of putting terrorism against India, what they call bleeding man's house and castle. They have not succeeded. They have not succeeded anywhere at all. The point is simple, that unfortunately, the military of Pakistan thinks they can remain in power only by doing terrorism against India and therefore have supremacy in their own country. Can you believe that they have lost 9 terrorist camps pinpoint attack? They've lost a number of airfields post the second day when we went across. And yet, the people in the army don't care. Because you just mentioned about the current army chief, you must have read the press report. His family has already acquired property in the United States of America, wherever, and maybe in US, I don't know, or maybe in Europe, and is already having his children and wife traveling there or maybe living there quite frequently. So they have siphoned off all their money across into foreign countries. Their children are there, their wives and families are there, so they don't care a damn about inside Pakistan. You remember the kind of aid they managed to get from the ADB and from the World Bank to the tune of a couple of billions and millions of dollars. They have transferred it all, known to press, known to everybody in the world, to terrorist groups.
General Shankar,
all this rebuilding is done by the money provided to them, which actually meant for the people in Pakistan who are great debt and without
General Shankar Prasad,
is being used wrongly.
Brigadier Wakar and Hussain, I think so, as it is, you're on the edge right now. You're living on a loan. Focus on repaying the loan, I hope, rather than rebuilding these terror hubs. I think that will be a great service that you will actually do, rather than hallucinating right now. Why focus on India right now? Focus on yourself. Thank you very much.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।